Zach, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, Matty, it's interesting. You take a look at the research packet handed out before today's game. And one thing I notice about this lineup is the fact that they're in the bottom third of grounding into double plays. Teams are aware of that type of stuff. Creating good at-bats, not giving that extra out to the defense is huge in creating an environment to be successful throughout the course of a full year. Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Schebler racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's slugging over 600 coming into play. That's a lot of extra base hits,
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
The
first pitch on its way.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Puig is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Eugenio Suarez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 7. Eugenio.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Schebler is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Ian.
Grounded softly to the right. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on
The
D.
second baseman.
And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is gonna clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run for Addison Russell. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Batting ninth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. Swing and a little blooper to center. Schebler coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, D, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Jeanette has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 Chicago. In now is Yasiel Puig. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Back up the middle, and the Reds have their first hit of the game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Alex Wood. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Barnhart leads off first with 1 away. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and 1 strike. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. 2 out with the man at first. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. Another 1-2 delivery. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that...
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Back goes Kemp. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop.
Here's Javier Baez. He grounds it sharply to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher, Wilson Contreras. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to center field. Schebler moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now here's the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And that misses. 2-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball, and he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Eugenio Suarez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Reds. Now at the plate, Ian Happ comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-1 the count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. There to take it in is Gennett for the first out of the inning.
Now batting. The second
so one away here in the Chicago 4th. And the shortstop, Addison Russell, will bat next. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded by Gennett. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
the center fielder.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr.
Almora.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Happ is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the big left-handed bat of Scott Schebler. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Scott Schebler goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Yasiel Puig will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And Baez will put this one away to retire the side. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Popped high in the air. Suarez has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Schebler is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Ian.
Into the box, Ian Happ, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play. Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Now
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Iglesias, base runner at first with 1 out. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Here's another 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They won't make it. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Madden. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Michael Lorenzen gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners on the move for second. No balls and 1 strike. 6 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
He's safe. The pitcher,
now
62.
batting, Jose Quintana. A hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Puig is there. Let's see if they test it. And they get the double play at third. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back.
Leading off for the Reds. The
first pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Votto.
The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell for sure from that angle. So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0-2 the count to Suarez.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Cincinnati.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And Rizzo able to make the catch. Chris Bryant will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Hit back up the middle. Jeanette is there. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Up next for the Cubs.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he rips it on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Up next for the Cubs.
Digging in and looking for more, Javier Baez. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
0-1.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard towards center. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base. Runner breaks for 3rd. He swings and misses. Throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Baez at 3rd with 2 away. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from 3rd is in to score.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Puig into the bleachers and gone. Jared Hughes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jared Hughes.
Here's Addison Russell. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just, well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Here comes the first pitch.
Leading off for Cincinnati, the center fielder.
In there, no balls and a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Digging in now, Tucker Barnhart. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that At the plate, Jose Quintana. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
The batter, the left fielder, Kyle.
So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. He's set, and the pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. To short, hit hard. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 44.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. His career line against Jared Hughes, batting a robust .350. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Jesse Winker is going to pinch hit here to lead off the 9th, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now another 1-2. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jesse Winker becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards second. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
The batter, number 3.
First delivery to him on the way. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Curveball, and he's just not getting the calls here. It's 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
In is Joey Votto now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 10-0, the final shutout score in this one.